letters. All the letters I wrote to dear Juliet. You never posted them. But why, Mary? Why would you do such a thing? How could you be so cruel? I had to do it, Matthew. You refuse to see how inappropriate a match she is for you. Her only interest is in marrying someone of your status, of our family's status. It was for your sake I did this. I did it to protect you from that woman's treachery. Mary, you only thought about yourself, of your vanity. I can't bear to look upon you anymore, Mary. Leave me be. From this day forth you are no sister of mine. You dare banish me, I who have stayed by your side all through your illness? Very well, Matthew. You will have your way. I will leave you, and then you will see how very alone you are. Farewell, brother. Thanks be to the Lord that you have come to reveal my sister's cruelty, sir. Please take this coin as a token of my appreciation. It is my lucky coin, though I hope it serve you better than it has myself. It seems that there are still hopes to bring my wife back. Okay. Oh, what a beautiful melody. It reminds me of my youth when I was vibrant and full of purpose. I knew my path then. Oh, may God bless you, for you have given me the sign I was looking for. A lot of dry leaves have accumulated in a hole in this old rusty pipe. They are blocking the water stream. The hole has very sharp and rusty edges. If I try to put my hand in, I could cut myself. I could cut myself at the edge of the pipe. I blunted the sharp edges of the pipe. Now I need not fear being cut. The net should catch anything coming down the pipe. From this vantage, I can see the roofs of Aberdeen beyond the copse of trees. Oh, copse. Copse? I don't know. Net has caught the shiny object. Teardrop. last tear in a hollow of the Virgin's cheek. It seems that it fits perfectly. In the eyes of a fervent devotee, it could look like a real tear. Oh, a mother is crying. Oh my lord, what does it mean? What have I done? What have we done? You must help me. What can I do? What's wrong with you? There is little time. I tell them about my pain. I describe the unbearable and endless pain, yet they do not listen. They pass by me without even looking at me. They say that they're praying for me, but it does not cure my ailment. Oh, to the guy. Oops. But sir, I know, but I beseech you, you will be saving me from horrible torture. I will be eternally indebted to you. I understand. Your request is terribly hard for me. I guess I could find the courage to help you. I understand the magnitude of what I'm asking. God bless you, sir. I don't know how I could show my gratitude. What I need you to do is, without the nuns noticing, to try to get an amount of morphine enough so that I can be embraced by the deepest of dreams, and in that way stop the rhythm of my heart. Woohoo! Need to euthanize a guy. Fun. Like that? She's praying fervently. Good, you do that. There's a note on the bed. Okay. Noise is coming from inside the coffin. What the hell? Shit. We don't really have anything. Looks like his toolbox. I wonder if there is something useful in it. I might be able to take a look if I keep him distracted. Please don't touch my things. Tell me about this place. Well, the construction of this building was ordered by an Episcopal Bishop of Aberdeen in 1805. Tell me about Mother Elizabeth. She's pretty strict, I can tell you that much, Mr. Devitt. Don't think she very much likes me either. Tell me about Aberdeen. It was the place where I was born and raised, one of the biggest cities in Scotland. If you look there, towards northeast, you'll see King's Chapel Tower. It's the highest point of the city. Oi, you seem a bit distracted, Mr. Devitt. Oh, don't worry about it. Tell me about Monsignor. I can't rightly say. His body is petrified. He has a look of sheer terror in his eyes. Oh my god! But what has happened? Something. Shit. Mother Elizabeth is trying to make him come to his senses. These are the papers on which Mother Elizabeth was working. A large, bright, and ornate key. What the hell is caclexia? Or pleuresia? Or marasmo? Look into his eyes. Because dwells in his eyes the deepest darkness. Come in, my son. Did you think you could hide these books from me? They are just classic literature books, Father. Socrates and Aristotle. Silence! Instrument of falsehood, you mean. Fallacies coming from the snake. Now, son, get on your knees and raise your arms. Apologize to the Lord. Pray to the Lord. It's Latin. Malum in se. Evil in itself. A strange eye-shaped symbol. Eye of the bird. What does this mean? Was that the poor man's eye of the tiger? The set of crucifixes next to the door. Lord, your eyes burn me. I don't deserve mercy nor forgiveness. O Lord, have mercy on my soul. Who are you sending me? Is death to whom you are handing me over? Has my hourglass already run out of sand? Father Ernest. Ernest? It's been many years since I last heard that name. Since... Oh, I see. Father, I'm here to be able to remember. You have to help me, I beg you. Pleas, entreaties, petitions, praying, torment, exemption. Past times bring us just misfortune and pain. Father Ernest, I was one of your students. One of my old students, you say? It's only the Lord who teaches us. We all must follow his ordinances and disciplines. Get closest, son. Come pray next to me. A creepy image of Christ crucified. Inexplicably, it has a dark cloth covering his head. I think a crucifix is creepy anyway. The makeshift altar is coated in a dense layer of wax. The candles, having almost burnt out, only barely illuminate the room. He has a large burn covering his eyes. He is completely blind. Despite his decrepitude, extreme thinness, and paleness, I can still recognize Father Ernest. But he seems far away, like in another world. The walls are completely covered with crosses, a mentally ill act. Glory be to the Father, and the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be. Now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his voice, the sharp sword, the wise quill, or the delicate petal. The wise quill? No, you're enveloped by sin. And now, my son, tell the Lord which one is his holy path, the wise virtue, the endless blame, or the blessed penance. The endless blame. Yes, that's it, my son. Nostra corpul infinita est, and it always was and will. And now, my son, tell the Lord, who are you, the faceless pilgrim, the gate guard, or the lost seaman? The faceless pilgrim. No, there is no salvation of the Lord for your soul. Now leave me alone, I have to purify my soul. Okay. An old razor blade stained with blood. I know you are there. You didn't hear me. Get out of my room. Despite being blind, he preserves good hearing. How is he more careful when moving? What are we supposed to do? Hold on. Using the wooden stump as a handle, I can use this to cut. And finally, our expert on philosophy, Jeremiah DeWitt, shows up. Where were you, my friend? We've been looking for you. Well, as I was saying, tonight is the perfect moment for our next meeting, but I suspect that someone outside our group is secretly surveilling us. Who is it, Anthony? My dear friends, it is Professor Glynn. You mean Father Ernest? Certainly, no doubt about it. Therefore, dear colleagues, I have decided to change the venue for tonight's meeting. Have you noticed the lounge behind the small door of the dining room? I have believed convenient to borrow a key for our necessities. You already know, at 12 o'clock you'll find that door open, and I'll be inside the lounge. That's it, my dearest colleagues. Vidite ne quiescat. Something. I remember that in this furniture we used to keep some of our personal belongings. Now it is empty. The walls are in complete disarray. I could probably punch through them if I tried. I remember that this is the bed where I used to sleep when I was a student here. A dusty mirror. Mr. Rabbit was jumping through the forest in a warm spring afternoon. When going through a bush, Mr. Rabbit ran into Mr. Wolf, Mr. Vulture, and Mrs. Snake, who were having a heated argument. Mr. Rabbit, curious, asked them, "Dearest, why are you arguing in this beautiful and cheerful spring afternoon?" Mr. Wolf answered politely, "What we are trying to decide here is who of us will have the pleasure to eat you up." Mr. Rabbit, really scared, said, "But I don't want to be eaten, I want to live." To which Mrs. Snake answered, smiling, "That's impossible to happen, Mr. Rabbit, since we all, both you and us, are going to die sooner or later. Don't you think so?" Mr. Vulture added, Mrs. Snake is right. We should stick to the issue at hand. It's getting late, and as you see, we do not agree. Do you want to help us decide, Mr. Rabbit? Who would you suggest is the one to eat you?" After thinking about it for a while, Mr. Rabbit came up with an idea and carefully said, "I got it. Why not to organize a race? The first who arrives to the forest clearing will have the privilege to eat me. No doubt Mr. Wolf can run at high speed, but Mr. Vulture can go flying and avoid any obstacle. And I'm sure that Mrs. Snake knows all the shortcuts within the forest. I guess the competition is balanced. What do you think?" The three predators agreed that it was fair, so they started to race and they quickly disappeared. Mr. Rabbit, happy to trick them, started running at high speed in the opposite direction of the predators, who, eager to prove their worth, didn't realize the trick. Mr. Rabbit was far away from there, and he finally felt safe, happy, and proud of his cunning, but suddenly there was a loud bang. The earth shook, frightened birds flew, and everything went dark. The end. An impossible love. No, not again. How long have I been sleeping? What was all that about? In a nightmare, I found a place in my memories. hands, habit, and walking stick. These no doubt belong to the nun I spoke to by the window, but where did she go? Skinny dipping, obviously. In my disturbing nightmare, I was brought to this spot. It's the trapdoor I saw in my nightmare. From here sprouts a horrible stench. There's something down there. Did you see it? Did you see it? It was there. Just in front of me. He was screaming. He shakes uncontrollably, his body racked with pain, and there's only one way to end his suffering. Rest in peace. As I loot your shit. Ah, damn it. The stretchers used to carry the corpses here. Who's behind all this? The decayed corpse of a young woman. It seems as if she had been devoured by an animal. He must have been dead at least a week, still bearing an expression of horror. The walls are splattered with dried blood. Punctual as always, DeWitt. Now all that remains is to introduce our guest. You may come in now, Professor. Father Ernest? Do not worry, my friend. I invited him to join us this evening. The Professor genuinely shares our curiosity, and who better to complete our group than one of the most renowned theologists? Moreover, we mustn't ban those who are willing to explore beyond the veil. The moment we have long awaited has now arrived. Please, all of you, take a seat, and we shall begin the procedure. Soon shall the door be open, and then we may finally see what lies beyond. Now I ask that you close your eyes. You will feel a momentary prick as I inject you with the serum. Even after all these years, I have not forgotten your voice. You are the fourth witness. I remember now what happened. What is it we saw? The eye of the bird. Malum se. What happened to us? What is it that we witnessed? You must tell me. You must make me understand what my mind cannot fathom. It was our curiosity that damned us. We opened that which should not be opened. In doing so, we shone the veil that separated our world from his. In seeking vision, we were ourselves seen by the eye of the bird. The eye of the bird saw us. It remembers us. It looks for us. It calls us from its dark nest, from its abominable lair. All these years I have attempted to return to it, but I have no strength left. These poor, wretched creatures are too fragile. They lack the sight to return. Not one of them has returned. Only us, the four witnesses. Who are the other two? Where are they? They disappeared as you did. I haven't heard from any of you, but I was seized by curiosity. It absconded with my faith and deprived me of sanity. Oh Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. Nothing remains. All that is left is surrender. Surrendered to him. Gravely have we sinned, and now our only absolution is to burn in the flames. Hallelujah. Malum in se. Oh shit. adventure continues in chapter 3. So what, were we buried alive? Excuse me. Well, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.